Greetings, peoples. Heroes 4, so I hope you've poured yourself a fresh cup of coffee and are sitting in a nice, comfortable chair. Alright, question. How do you teach a child to swim fast? Deal with that later. First, Mullich needs to learn how to punch. So, we're back with Heroes 4, Scenario 2 of the Haven campaign. This is called The Trials. Level up for Doreen as well. She's going to take Expert Life Magic or Advanced Order Magic. Order Magic sounds a little bit more interesting because it has a little bit of variety in the spells. Alright, let's gather up our army. So in this scenario, we need to find the Oracle, the Great Wizard of Oz, and we have our 4 heroes all set up together. Let's send them into Mom's basement. Get some more experience and some toxic chemicals. There's a group of trolls over there, and I'm going to show you a battle that I failed earlier. That was a catastrophic use of the Martyr spell. Let's go ahead and attack these dwellers of the basement. We know what you did on Reddit. We've seen your posts, and now you have to pay for it. Alright, first of all, send Lysander in. Let's see. Regeneration. So, I tried this scenario a couple of times. The first time, I was just coming back and I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. I didn't really know what I was doing the first time I played this game. that was 8 years ago. I set myself up with some really low-level heroes, and Lysander and Proetho, the priest, they were both set up for, like, army boosting skills, but I don't have an army with me. And heroes don't really care about army boosting skills, because apparently they're either above the law or just unaffected by it or something. Too stupid to understand it. Whatever. This time, fighting these trolls, my goal is to send Lysander in, kind of tank the trolls, and just inject him with strength juice. So with this scenario, we're looking for the Oracle, and we have to pass 4 different towers, complete 4 quests in order to get there. The first one is the test of wealth, because peasants aren't allowed to go and see the Oracle, who is a fortune-telling peasant. So that's what we're doing first of all. After we kill these trolls, we'll take the gold mine. Basically, everybody is standing back. I'm trying to use a minimum of mana so that I can kind of marathon the lower part of the, well, the underground over here anyway. Alright, 10 more trolls. Everybody defends and just Lysander. With regeneration, he's basically unstoppable. So before, I picked army boosting skills, and in this run, I will not be picking army boosting skills because they won't help. Alright, gold mine. I'm always confused by the pile of gold next to it. We'll grab some gems, and there are some stone flyers underground as well. Makes total sense. You get a lot of flying practice in the basement. Okay. Still starting with regeneration for Lysander. These potheads are wicked fast. Do we send Mullichin? No, he's a wimp. Absolute weak sauce. Order Ward is good. These guys are 25% resistant to pain because of the stuff they're smoking. But they're extremely scared of holiness. Though they'll almost kill Proetha. Let's heal him up. And now we'll send Mullichin to smack one of them, who coincidentally just falls on his nose and dies. Even Doreen did more damage. She's not even a might hero. Alright, our bull cut friend goes and does another couple of hits. Now Lysander, our good general. Alright, this fight is pretty easy, honestly. Still being careful to preserve mana as well as avoid too much damage on the old priest. Alright, one more. Mullet can't get at him. Alright. There we go. Behind them is another group of stoners. We need to take a quick lunch break in between the fights because Proetha's almost dead. Badly wounded, so we'll rub some moisturizing lotion into his old leathery skin. Just one heal should be enough. Oops, I accidentally healed Lysander. Whatever. Alright, next battle. The thing that I realized in my first attempt and second attempt was that I was taking too long. So in my first try, I didn't pick the right skills, and I just barely won a lot of the fights. And so I would get some of the units from the above ground dwellings that are there, and they would mostly die. And my low-level heroes would also die, so they wouldn't get any experience because the stacks, the wandering armies, are too big with this difficulty. Careful again with Proetha, he's gonna die. Okay, heal him up. That is not a good heal. Alright, we're still gonna have Lysander melee because I think it does a little bit more damage. And Mullet will also melee for no retaliation. Okay, let us use the book. No, not yet. Heal first. Okay. Yeah, okay, attack the weak stack. I want to save the weak stack because the Holy Shout spell. Yes, the Book of Charity. Gently crushing all of their skulls in one fell swoop. That does damage to every stack, so I want to keep the lower stacks. I don't want to lose any damage. Alright, we got some holy water, very appropriate. Next is the campfire over here. And then 2 more groups of trolls. Okay, let's go for it. Alright. The trolls are like, how did you find us from our Roblox accounts? And I'm like, dude, I can find anybody. Hi, morale for that stack of trolls. Melee. I need to distract them as long as possible. Alright. Bless our lovely Lysander. Keep them all very distracted. Okay, Mullich is gonna stay there because he can't do anything. Okay. And one looks like he's getting away. Trolls are like, why are you doing this? We're like, it's because what you did to those kids on your Sonic games, it's not appropriate. The messages just to expose children to more Sonic. It's not forgivable. Sonic games are the worst games in existence. And now you must all pay the price. With one stack down, they lose a bit of morale, so I should get to go first. In this scenario, if either Lysander or Proetho die, then it's over. Which sucks because Proetho is fairly weak. He has decent spells, but if anything fast enough can get to him, he's almost instantly killed. $29 more. Retribution is at hand. Sonic games are the worst affront to hedgehoggery. As I was saying, the reproductive rate of the wandering stacks is insane. So one week you'll have like 10 guys, and the next week you have like 20. That's reproduction like hyper horny rabbits on crack. Alright, last group of trolls. We'll still keep our wizards and weak heroes back. Bullcut, Mullich, Pigtailed, Doreen, and Old Leather Proetho. They hang back because these trolls have massive wood clubs that really hurt. Same idea as before. Beef up Lysander as much as possible. Previously I would have him hang back and try and just shoot them down, but it didn't work because his archery skill is not good enough. Oh, by the way, Mullich, our innocent bystander, by sheer osmosis gained another level. And he learned how to punch with the other hand. Slowly but surely he'll improve. Okay, looks like one of the trolls is slipping away. That is not cool, so we'll run away with the rest of the heroes. Cower in fear. Did they get low morale? I don't really know why that would be. Okay, keep running away. I need them to go back to Lysander. There we go. Alright. This will take a little bit of time. So yeah, I would, in the previous attempts, I'd recruit a bunch of units, they'd all die, and then I'd wait for like a couple of months to get enough units to fight the next battle. It wouldn't work, because the wandering armies grew too fast. So everything was just a horrible mess, and I eventually managed to get past the really strong initial group that you fight, but there was another one after that that I just could not beat. And then I was like, okay, forget it, I'm restarting. Alright, one more band of unclad basement dwellers. Alright, let's make a quick save and then carry on. Okay, time sensitivity. So we're going to split up our heroes so that I can, as efficiently as possible, gather up all the gold that's laying around. The bounty of many, many trolls. I'm sure that they stole it from the Roblox kids that they were exposing to Sonic. After we've gathered it up, we'll go and return it to those children. Of course, we'll take a small cut of 105%. Yeah, Once we figure out where they live, we'll collect the other 5% from them. Okay, one more turn should be sufficient. Gather the gold, and then gather the armies. Much justice unto the trolls for their horrible deeds, theft, and Sonic. Alright, gather up the armies. So Doreen is a level 12 monk, Mullich a level 8 Lord Commander. Now let's make like a baby and head out. As we gaze at the gold mine in the corner, Doreen says, "Hey, do you think maybe the trolls didn't steal all of it?" Huh. Maybe. Alright, so now we leave Mom's basement and finish our quest. By the way, tell your mom to clean up her basement once in a while. I hear immolation is good. But we just finished the quest by dumping a Tesla into the pond. What a great donation. Okay, we'll keep going down the yellow brick road. On to find the wizard. Get some useless stuff from a wagon. Get some rotten eggs from the campfire, and then visit this local hot dog stand. Alright, let's see what we've got. A telescope. Nope. We've got some mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is interesting because once you bring it up, people have to stop and tell you, no, mayonnaise sucks. It's terrible. Which is a great comeback strategy. There's a vial of instant cancer, which is also known as hot dog water. Cool. Take one for Lysander. And then there's a foil wrap, which is so crunchy that it slows you down. Also some ranged hot dogs. You squeeze the bun really hard, and it just shoots out. Our Lord Commander will take a crossbow hot dog bun because he'll have a range penalty. And what's this? Potion of Immortality. Oh my gosh. I did not get this last time, and it would have made a big difference. So let's grab 4 of them. Alright, you may be thinking, I have the 4 heroes. We're going to see the Wizard of Oz. Okay. So where's the dog? And I hear your sentiment. And I'm not sure where the dog is, to be honest. I think he might have been left in the car. Anyway, let's visit the trough for our horses. A little bit of water makes them move a little bit faster. Now we'll fight some crusaders, the overseers of this dwelling. I gotta say, look man, all people are created equal. So like, you guys holding captive the dwellers of this dwelling, it's not right. You gotta share. You're not better than we are. Alright, blessings for Lord Lysander. We'll still hang out, and we'll have Mullich. Yeah, Mullich gets a shot in. The guard sneezes. I think we can just wait. Alright, attack. Retaliate. Reverse attack. Reverse retaliate. And that's 1 stack down. Everybody can chill. Lysander is taking an ample beating, but is fine otherwise. Regeneration is sick. Alright, 2 stacks down, 2 to go. Guard sneezes again from Woolwich attack. Low morale. Oh yeah. Your captives are ours now. They trade their freedom and their lives for some new PS5s. Another campfire gained, and we're going to visit the monastery. There's some text here that you can read if you're so inclined. Okay. A band of monks guard it. Do you wish to fight them? Obviously. Have those guys wait. Send Lysander up to the front. So, we're about 20 minutes in now. I'll give a quick rundown of the last campaign. Of the last scenario in the campaign. Lysander and friends were playing house in the garden when Sir Wharton pulled the sword out of the glorious stone. Lysander went crying to his mom, saying, "That's not fair. Only a griffin heart can pull the sword out of the stone." And his mom said, "Damn, I thought that stupid toy would occupy them a little longer." But it didn't. So she says, "Alright, Lysander, honey, why don't you go on a quest to tell his daddy on him?" And Lysander says, "Okay, but where is his daddy?" And then Lysander's mom says, "Why don't you go check the forest first? Be careful of wolves." Lysander then gathers some friends and goes into the forest. They will search for the cemetery to dig up a fresh corpse, which is the oracle, and it will tell them where to find Sir Wharton's dad. Alright, got some monks in the monastery. There's some text here that talks about how Lysander and his squire don't have time for wives and children and stuff. Level up for Lysander, so he's gonna get advanced archery. Level up for Doreen, and we can choose between basic charm or expert life magic. Basic charm converts wandering monsters to our cause. Expert life magic gives us access to higher level spells. I reason that there are no towns, so I'll just go with basic charm. Which would you choose? Anyway, basic charm is the wrong choice. The correct choice is basic combat. Okay, here's the horrible army. I'm gonna show you some failures that I experienced. Proetho dies. Doreen dies. Game over. Proetho dies. Game over. Celestial armor. Proetho still dies instantly. Mass heal. Still Proetho dies instantly. That was a double kill. This is Proetho, almost dead. We'll do a massive heal and gets one shot. It's the worst. So we're now going to prepare a little bit better for this fight. We'll start by taking some potions of immortality. One for everybody. So, this scenario, we are going to that cemetery. We are finding that grave, digging it up, and consulting with the oracle. In the last scenario, we killed two heroes, Kylene, who was trying to play with Proetho, but we wouldn't let her, so we punched her. And then, what was the other guy's name? Normic, I think, who just said Lysander was mean, and we had to prove him wrong. We used a useless bottle of refrigerant on Lysander, and now I'll check to make sure the mayonnaise is in place. I intend to use it on the Ifriti. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Wait with the guys, and the Ifriti instantly rush to the front. Okay, we're gonna wait and cast some buffs before we hit them. Facing 20 hot boys, 42 maze runners, 13 bad dreams, and a billion ugly, ugly snake women. Alright. Heal for Lysander. The snake women move forward to avoid the range penalty. Okay, we're gonna shoot those guys, and now attack them with Lysander as much as I dread it. They get blue. The hell? They're frozen. That's cool. Alright. They lose 2 turns, so let's move Lysander up in front of the nightmares and try and block them from reaching the rest of the army. Alright, do some more buffs. Prayer. Prayer is fantastic. And the Minotaurs get frozen as well. That is ice. That potion is so overpowered. I got it at that medicine wagon. I had no idea. I was just like, okay, random potions. And I was like, well, every little bit helps. Okay, we'll cast a Song of Peace on the Nightmares so they don't hurt Lysander, because he's almost dead. I really wanted to heal the Crusaders, but now I can't. Alright, Lysander will move to destroy the Medusas. I'm really worried about them getting the stone attack, which is really horrible. It can take down a hero with 300 hit points. No problem. Okay, so Song of Peace is equipped at the moment. Let's instead heal the Crusaders so they don't die. Okay. The Ifriti have thawed out. Let's keep shooting them down. I want to get the morale penalty on this enemy group. Okay. Magic Harp. Lysander will run back and strike the Nightmares because they're really too close for comfort. If they get high morale, I'm dead. This is over. Okay, let's shoot the spicy boys again. I don't know what to do with this last guy. He's just gonna die. Okay. Try and take out those hot chili peppers. And the Minotaurs get frozen again. That is so nice. Okay, one more interdimensional liar. Song of Peace on the Ifrit? No. Melee them? No. Let's fist them instead. Yeah, no retaliation. And they're so scared that they run and kill the last Crusader. Okay. Lysander is still gonna run and take out as many of the Medusas as he can. Let's shoot those guys. Magic Harp. And the Ifriti go down. Bye-bye, spicy ones. Alright, Mullich even took out 2 of the Medusas. Shall I use Magic Fist? No. Let's heal the monks to make sure they stick around as long as possible. Okay. Once again hit the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs have this really annoying ability where they block all damage for no reason. And it's 50-50, period. Doesn't matter how strong the opposing or the attacking whatever is. Okay, 1 stack of Medusa's down, so their morale should be hit pretty hard right now. Alright, Mullich is gonna run away so he doesn't die. The monks take out 5 Minotaurs. There's only 5 of them. That is one aspect of the army boosting skills that is really shaping up. Okay, fist the Medusas. Mullich is almost dead. We must protect him. It won't be game ending if he dies, but it'll be annoying. Because he'll be forever a low level, just toddler walking around, unable to do anything. Okay, one more magic melody. And a mass heal. Okay, shoot the nightmares or shoot the Medusas. Probably shoot the Medusas. Song of Peace again. Even Mullich won't attack the Medusas. He's such a plushy toy. Okay. Fist. Medusas. 9 left. They shoot Mullich. I like how this combat moves really quickly, actually. Okay, just 3 more. They're not really too much of a problem now. Probably Mullich can take care of them. Song of Peace. Even shooting them is fine. And finish them off with Fist. Okay, the Minotaurs were not able to damage Doreen well enough, and that is fantastic. Damage blocked from Lysander. Doreen almost dead. Damage blocked from Mullich. But they can't block Doreen's Fist of Power. Okay, monks are out of shots. Okay, just run away. Blocked damage from Lysander again. That's cool. And from Mullich. See, this is massively annoying. Alright, Doreen's just gonna run away so she doesn't die. And the Minotaurs take some time to cool off. Song of Peace on the Nightmares. Everybody's gonna chill. Just hang out by the brush. Dying would really be suboptimal for any of them. Okay. Lysander hits the Nightmares. Song of Peace on the Nightmares. Shoot. Don't have shots. Just defend. Just defend. High morale for the defenders. Awesome! And the Nightmares are iced. Boy, let me tell you. First couple of times I tried this, there were like 25 nightmares, and after waiting forever and coming back, there were like 30, 35 nightmares. Now I fight 19, and I'm still in trouble. This is still a long, difficult fight. There should be no retaliation. No, it's okay. Okay, Doreen almost became a smear on the earth. That would be extraordinarily suboptimal. Pacify them once more. We're almost completely out of mana. Alright, come on. Okay, even Proetha will attack. And Doreen. Doreen gets the last hit. Oh, man. Oh, good. Useless skill. Level up for Mullich. He learns how to punch again. Consecutively. Okay, this Shrine of Order magic is really, really awesome to me. Let's see what we get. Last time I got Ice Bolt. We get Power Drain. Okay. So it, like, doubles the cost of casting. Okay, that's just fine. We got the Sword of the Gods anyway, which is the quest item that we need. There's a level up tree over there, guarded by a group of Minotaurs and Medusas. Oh, reading. This is the same thing that was there last time. Let's give it a shot. I'll show you some failures from before. Lysander stoned. Lysander stoned. Doreen stoned. Lysander shoots and gets stoned on the retaliation. Doreen stoned. Lysander stoned. The stoning ability was so horrible. Proetha stoned. The Medusas were getting it literally every shot. So I made some tactical decisions. Most tactical move, bam. That's it. That is the most tactical move in this entire scenario, and now these guys are absolutely fricked. Do you see why? That's correct. The Medusas are now in 3 stacks instead of 2. I don't know what Einsteinian math is going on in the background of this game, which the developers coded perfectly. But the chances of stoning the poor sinners that are my army went from 120%, probably, my estimate, down to like 5%. I don't think I get stoned a single time. And I beat this encounter the first try in this level. In this attempt of this scenario. Last time I was dying every single time, and it took me like 20 tries, quitting the game and then coming back to figure out that splitting the stacks split up the Medusa stacks as well. Doreen will use a heavenly shield. She's basically made of paper. Alright, those Minotaur stacks are reduced quite significantly, so Lysander can go back and start hitting the Medusas. While they are not likely to get it anymore, there's still a chance, and I'm not taking that chance. Oof. That block was so frustrating, but the second hit felt amazing. Alright, the monks keep getting a range penalty, which is not annoying me as much as the block damage. Alright, wait. I guess... Wait a minute, Mullich? Mullich actually did a thing. Congratulations, dude. Alright, cast Precision on the monks, so now they will suffer no more range penalties. Proetho, the old guy, just chill. Monks get another shot. Alright, taking out most of the Medusas. They're almost down to a completely unthreatening quantity. We'll break their quantities down. Okay, fist him again. I really wish I had Ice Bolt, because frozen spikes are about twice as effective as Doreen's fist. Although that said, her fist is still more powerful than Mullich's arrow, which got blocked, rendering it completely useless. Attack the big stack. I debated attacking the smaller stack to incur a morale penalty, but it's not necessary, since already 3 Minotaur stacks are down. Okay. The strategy for this scenario now is to collect combat skills for most of my heroes. I've done this for Lysander already, going with archery instead of like morale and tactics and leadership skills. And I've done this for Mullich, and I will do it for Proetho, because... No, not yet. Grandmaster Healing first, it gives him more spell points. This tree costs 20 gems to upgrade. I have 12. Alright, I'll trade away for 8. Trade away our house. Wood and ore. Trade away our daughter crystal. And some spicy metal and some dragon powder. Alright, now everybody gets a level up. Lysander, expert archery. Okay, 4 pro etho. Grandmaster life magic useless. Resurrection, more useless. Basic combat. Yes, take basic combat. Please take basic combat. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Alright, combat for Mullich, which is obvious. He's become a general. And level up for Doreen. Let's see. Basic wizardry sounds great. Let's get an extra monk. With expert archery, Lysander's arrows can now pierce through boulders and trees at no loss in momentum. Alright, we'll go grab another Crusader on the way out. Then we can continue. Get some spell points. Grab this medicine wagon. Oh. Alright, let's see, what shall we do here? Let's equip our wizards with crossbows. So when they run out of spells to cast, whether because of mana or because of usefulness, they can still do a tiny bit of extra damage by shooting. Let's also get 4 more potions of immortality. The game really was throwing me a bone here. I would get a bone for the dog, but you know, I don't think he's finished swimming. Vial of blinding smoke. Should I get another cancer vial? Might as well. Even one for Mullich. And then we're out of gold, so getting more tinfoil is out of the question. Goodbye, hot dog stand. This is the last time I shall eat of your produce. I wanted to check this trading post just because I wanted to see what the exchange rates were. And yes, we were getting screwed before, but whatever. It's not like we were going to run here and then run back. Okay, so there's dozens of an endangered species. We won't poach them because we're too good for that. Instead, we'll make sure nobody else can poach them. Boy, we are so noble. I had to do this fight several times as well, because I wasn't relying on archery, which was a huge mistake. I was instead relying on the troll tactics from before. Lysander would go and, you know, say mean things to them, keep them distracted, but it doesn't work because these guys are too fast. They also kept getting high morale. Then would just snake around Lysander in the second round and instantly kill Proletha. Even with his new combat skill. I said before, resurrection is useless. It is useless. Because... so every magic school is associated with a unit boosting, or a unit... I don't know what to call it, like a unit acquiring skill. Except for which one? Chaos magic, I think? So life magic has resurrection, order magic has, what was it called? Charm. Nature magic has summoning, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, death magic has necromancy, but the other ones are actually okay. You can convert wandering monsters to your cause, or you can resurrect ones that you've killed. But with resurrection, you only get back, at best, half of the units that were killed in an encounter. And now, this endangered species is defeated. You can see my excitement. I did some nonsense before where I split the Crusaders away from the army because they kept dying. Get a potion of restoration. We'll have the army. We'll have the army collect the resources so that our heroes can go to the country club, which is not accessible to the unwashed masses. Filthy peasants. Carry our gold for us, and our wood, and our other resources while we collect treasure chests. I thought about splitting off Mullich or Doreen to get the chest, but whatever. At the country club, everybody practices their putting skills. We'll of course take the experience. Now these chaps can acquire that rotten eggs. Oh look, a company of children being directed by a massive gang of old men. This is clearly an affront to our society, thus we must correct it. We'll shoot the Magi as much as possible, because they summon undead things. Alright, let's give the kids some... Sorry, let's do an order war. Okay, the halflings almost take out Proetho, or half anyway. Now let's give them some heavy metal to listen to. Distract them from, you know, life. Proetho's poisoned, which is going to be bad, so let's cast Regeneration. Now, Mullish will take out most of those old dudes. Doreen could shoot them. Power Drain. Power Drain is not... Power Drain is a joke. I got Ice Bolt last time, it was really nice. Power Drain will mildly inconvenience a fraction of the units in my encounters. Ice Bolt, I could use it any time. Anyway, one stack of the old chaps is down, and almost... There we go. Both regions of corporate are destroyed. Now we just have this lawless remainder of unpaid laborers. Since it's unlawful, we will take care of the rest of the units. But since we are on a very important quest and don't have time to find the children, we'll just destroy all the evidence, and it can be blamed on the corporates. We'll just say there was a massive fire or something. Okay. Lots of experience, but no levels up. We will send this army back to collect more army, because a lot of the stacks can be handled by just our heroes, and some of the stacks will need as many units, as many extra units as possible. Collect the crystal, and get past the second guard of the forest. Here, take this sword that we found. I'm sure it's not useful. We'll go visit the Dream Teacher, in which we shall be kidnapped and taken to a secret room where we solve math equations. There's a group of forest friends over there, having a intellectual discussion on the local fungi. So we approach this group and say, "Hi there," but such a horribly aggressive verbal assault causes them to seek conflict with us. So we got 12 wolves on our side. I'm not sure what use they're gonna be. Looks like 50 leprechauns and 93 sprites. The leprechauns give some clovers to the sprites as a token of their affection. And then all their pet dogs. Yep, this looks like a generic frat party. And I hate frat parties. Alright. The generally unclad she-flies go after the turncoat wolves. Who will defend? Yeah, just chill. Normally, I would support such progressive, ideals. But this time, the use of, fungal, apparel is not acceptable, and so, with many apologies, we crush the skulls of the sprites. Lysander better chill. Okay, all the doggies died. Okay, shoot the wolves. Maybe shoot the sprites. Okay, now they'll get a morale hit. Okay. Magic Harp. Shoot. Lysander's attacks really do a lot of damage now. The leprechauns are already dead. Happy St. Patrick's Day, mother. And then the dogs. We lost all the wolves that joined us, but whatever. Oh, look, we got 5 of them back. Well, that's just peachy. I like that they get 2 attacks, but they're really kind of weak, and 5 of them against any of the stacks that we're facing in this scenario is just nonsense. Literally don't stand a fraction of a chance. Alright, this time we will split off Mullich anyway to get the chest to level up. We will, won't we? Yeah, he only needs 400 experience, so split him off, get the chest. 1000 experience, and we learn the final level of combat, which makes him actually a decent fighter now, so I can't say anything bad about him anymore. Alright, there's some lovely rocks of a medical nature. Okay, Mullich will get none of them. Some speed. I think we better give that syringe to Proetho, because he's old and frail. Defense, once again, goes to the old and frail. I'd like to give it to Lysander, but he's pretty beefy already. Magic, okay, once again goes to the old and frail, forgetful priest. The only thing that Lysander gets is extra attack power. At this camp of mercenaries, we can improve our speed. Oh yeah, and Mullich needs to join up with us again. These guys, I guess they can wait. Maybe tomorrow there'll be more monks. Yeah. Okay, go back to the trough. And then back to the Crusader cabin. No one there. Alright. We get a measly 1 speed for our heroes. If ever I need somebody assaulted, or goods stolen, or a caravan guarded, I'm not coming to this mercenary camp. Scores of tigers, guarded by an actual band of poachers. Not a band, but actually scores. Alright, let's... Okay, not use a Song of Peace because we can't see them. So we'll buff our hit points and damage. But that doesn't affect the wolves. Alright, Doreen will also not cast a Song of Peace. Okay, just Precision, Lysander, and the wolves instantly get shot down. Okay, Lysander can't see the poachers either. So let's smash open his crates of loot. Mullich just tanked a massive beating. I don't know what to say, well done. Okay, we're apparently still blind in one eye. What can we do? There's not much useful stuff, just shield up. Okay, Proetho takes a hefty hit. It takes out a tiger in retaliation. Okay. Regeneration is always good. It looks like the way is open now, and hopefully Dorian can see. The band of illegals still no. Okay. Well, I guess fist him up. Okay, that attack nearly took Doreen down. Tried to knock a stack out, but couldn't. 4 pancakes devoured and Lysander was full. Okay. Now, for certain, we can see the elves. They run forward. I guess Lysander will try and move away from the tigers, which is definitely a useful move. Perhaps, yeah. Okay, 1 tiger. Doreen will just wait. I've got the Song of Peace thing worked out now. If the enemy gets high morale, then you don't get the chance to cast it. And before they inevitably destroy the hero that intends to cast it. If you get high morale, then you just cast it once, and then on the next turn you wait until they've used their turn, and then cast it again when it comes back to you. Lysander can take out 24 pointy ear whatevers in a single shot. Just imagine them all lined up and 1 arrow going through 24 of them. And that is this fight done. Again, all our wolves died. Level up for Doreen, and we finally choose Advanced Charm. I still haven't figured out that we desperately need basic combat for Doreen, and I will pay for this much later. Not even later, I will pay for this very soon. So the wolves, there's only 2 of them left, and that shows you just how effective Resurrection is. We had 12 of them to start. They all died and we got 5. They all died again and we got 2. Okay, extra spell points, and we're gonna try and fight dozens of unicorns. There's 2 armies here. The one headed by tigers and one headed by unicorns. There's only one that we can actually defeat. Alright, what we're gonna do is get the Crusader here. Tell him, hey, join us, we have great health insurance. 45% chance of resurrection if you die. And the wages are great. One-time payment. And you surrender your entire existence. I'll show you some of my wonderful strategic catastrophes against the unicorns. Well, since I kept getting effed up the A by my horny little rainbow pony, I just abandoned the idea entirely and move on to this other army. 78 satyrs, by the way, is, that's a lot. That's quite a lot of horned, shirtless dudes to take on. So we Song of Peace the wolves. The tigers are almost dead. We move Lysander a bit out of the way to kind of guard. Or was that Mullich? It might have been Mullich. I've lost track. Yeah, Song of Peace, both of them. I think I want to hit the wolves because they're a little bit more offensive. Even though the satyrs are tough, it doesn't really matter. Ouch. Okay, the satyrs are still tame. Tame the wolves again. Mullich with high morale. If he attacks the satyrs, he'll probably die instantly. I want to give them a morale hit, but there's just too many wolves. The weaker heroes can handle the tigers, which will work. I still have to be very careful. If any stack gets high morale at any point, it will be a restart. Alright, just one more tiger. Lysander only managed to take out 8 of the satyrs. They're one of the strongest low-tier units, I think. Now they're getting low morale, which will allow us to perpetually stun-lock them until we are fully ready. We'll keep using ranged attacks, and we have to be careful. They keep getting high morale. But notice how Proetho always moves first now. Except for that time, we just lost Doreen. Realized there were only like 24 of them that attacked her, and they still one-shot her. This happened so many times, and this is why I really need to take combat with her. Cause she just keeps getting... she keeps becoming scrapes on people's boots. I give her another potion of immortality, but I intend to explore a little more before we drink it. I'd like to take on that army because I don't want to waste time causing their numbers to grow yet again. Instead, we head into the darkness. For being eternal darkness, it's awfully well lit down here to be honest. The one thing I don't like about this game is how dark the fog of war is. As soon as you move away, it's just so dark. Alright, here we're fighting another band of smokers. unto which we preach the message of charity. But donating to help others is such an appalling idea that many of them instantly have brain aneurysms. Alright, with Lysander manning the bows, and Proetho manning sermons. Most of these guys would be dead very quickly. Okay, what's her face? Pigtail one. He's taking a hefty sum of damage from the... what are those? Oculuses. I forget what they're called in this game. Okay, if she dies again, I will be most disappointed. Okay, Disrupting Ray has ruined her defense. Let's help Lysander take out some of the evil eyes, that's what they're called. Mass healing would be nice, but I think just a regular heal for her will be what I need. This will take out like 2. Okay. Now she's getting low morale. I think the evil eyes... yeah. They apply negative status effects to their target. Like... I don't know what the names are, but lowering defense, lowering offense, lowering morale. Heavenly Shield again. Jeez. She's such paper. Exorcism will cure Lysander of all his negative effects. I'm gonna be real upset if Pigtails dies again. Exorcism again? Sorrow. Lysander can be sorrowful, that's okay. Mass Blast. This will help us take out the evil eyes a little faster. I should have done that a little earlier, I suppose. Everybody gets low morale. Alright, now let's mass heal. Keep everybody up. Alright, Doreen should be okay. The paper shield for her paper body seems to be doing pretty well. What was that? Exorcism again. That will make his bless... Sorry, that will make his attack combined with bless and prayer and whatever the other one was do really well. Alright. Not too bad, and we get a dream teacher. Kidnapped once again into the mysterious room of darkness. It's like that one random event in RuneScape I just thought of. Okay, so there's a rally flag which will increase our movement. Okay. The wolves are useless, but they can help us recruit more life units from these dwellings. By the way, for those of you who are worried, Toto's out of the pool now. In fact, he replicated and now we have 2 Totos. Everything's good. Spring of Speed. I'm really trying to check everything around here to make sure that we don't miss any artifacts or stat boosts or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna leave the army outside and send our heroes forward. Because I imagine I'm going to have to fight the unicorns eventually, and I'll want the army with me when that happens. This should be the last group of gargoyles that we fight. Once again, shout of holiness. Heavenly Shield, because Doreen's gonna die. the general generally reduces a stack by half. Holy Shout. Mass Plus is good, but Holy Shout is just, like, taking out their offensive abilities is... will save Doreen's life. Alright, one last cast. I want to keep getting, like, mana boosts while I can as well. Alright, that was fairly easy. Level up for Mullich, the useless one. What to give him, though? None of these things are particularly attractive, so I guess magic resistance it is. Fortunately, for me, given this scenario, well, first of all, I want to answer the question that I posed at the very beginning. I didn't intend to wait this long to say it. So how do you teach a child to swim quickly? Well, you just take off their water wings and throw them in the pool. And then fill the pool with sharks. That's basically how this scenario was for me, just a massive trial by fire. I lost so many fights and restarted the scenario twice. It was just extremely painful. It took me way longer than I expected. I had to cook up a bunch of new strategies and figure out what skills are actually useful when my heroes level up. I feel like I was almost completely locked out of succeeding in this scenario because I didn't take any useful skills in the previous scenario. By the way, I think we just gave Doreen some defense because she's really weak. Anyway, this scenario was really hard, but I did have access to the best spell in the game, which is, as you all know, Foresight. Certainly I can premeditate and determine the successful strategy in any given fight or even the entire scenario if I so please, as many times as I want. And I can always prepare myself fully before committing to it, which I abused very heavily. Foresight, it's a good spell. Alright, there's a skeleton. I didn't even see it until I just moved the cursor there. And we get some funky looking arrows. Spider silk, okay. There's an exit there from a portal. I hope no enemy heroes come out of there because that would be intensely scary. There's another group of Redditors over there. Casts Bind. Sounds kinky. Maybe we better give it to Mullich. I'm considering that, because Lysander's attack does quite a hefty sum of damage, whereas Mullich is just kind of, like tossing pebbles at them. Okay. The only one that's going to get any action in this encounter is Lysander. Is he? No, sorry, that's not gonna be this. I'm not gonna use that strategy. Lysander is just gonna shoot them because that's enough damage. Actually, this is the first time that I used that strategy against trolls because Lysander only now actually has any useful amount of archery. Note how overweight the trolls are. If you don't do enough damage all at once to kill them, their wounds just kind of gel back together. So I do try to deal as much damage as I can to any stack. I don't know why they get low morale before the stack dies. It might just be because the That guy got high morale, didn't he? Maybe because the number in the stack is reduced significantly. No, that wasn't high morale, that was just the regeneration. My mistake. Lysander can take out 9 of those trolls instantly. With a, you know, injection of some anabolicness or whatever. Another Dream Teacher giving us 1500 experience per hero. And there's, okay, one more group of Weed Eaters. That seems to be a little more than previous stacks. Now, do we start with a Holy Shout still? I think we do. I could cast Prayer or some other defensive spells, but I don't think it's truly necessary. Mullich killed 2. Doreen will use a Heavenly Shield, lest she die instantly. Proetho. Now we can use... Never mind, just Holy Shout. He just keeps screaming from the mountaintop. Let's see. Actually, there's not too much interesting stuff happening in this fight. They're already down a stack, so they get low morale. We'll boost the damage output, as well as protecting Doreen specifically with the health increase. And that is this fight done. 138 stoners brought to justice. The only acceptable... I don't know. Only strength is acceptable. Yes. No crusaders left, no monks left, so I guess this limited group of newly converted recruits will go and join up with us. There's this quest guard there, so I don't actually know what the quest is at this point. I separated Doreen from the group to level up, and all we got was a war sling. I realized the mistake that I made now, and want to give Doreen combat, but she didn't get the level, so... Alright, I'm gonna rearrange my ranged weapons now. I suppose we'll give this to Lysander to make his attacks even more powerful. The sling doesn't provide a range thing, which Lysander's not affected with anyway. I gave bows to the priest and the monk because they usually only get shots in after the enemy units have gotten quite a bit closer to us. This quest guard requires us to find the Staff of Nonsense, which is not down here. Try as I might to find where it is. And there's no way around it. So I am left with no choice but to go back. Must possess the staff. I like all the colorful mushrooms that are down here. Our forest friends from before would have had a ball. Alright, continue moving this army over to regroup. Of course, they don't have enough movement, so we'll do it the other way. We'll just have the wolf sit here. There's a crusader available, but I'll just forget about him. Is there truly no way to acquire said staff without going all the way back. I'm so desperate, and yet there's nothing to do. Oh well. I suppose I could try the Andalian point, but it's an exit, so... We'll visit the temporary stat boosters. Go back up the stairs and attempt to fight the rainbow ponies once again. This really gives me a sense of dread, because I'm like, if I can't beat this one fight, then I don't know what to do. I might have to wait several in-game months and just recruit units in the hope that what I recruit will be more composite power, I suppose, than whatever the Wandering Army gains. Well, let's give this a shot. I do have quite a few monks available, I believe. Let's make one final save. This is so stressful for me. Alright, let's try and arrange our army into some decent ranks. And maybe even... Alright. Yeah, split these guys to try and split up some of the other stacks. Real quick, treat you to that failure. And then this reload. Now the sprites are in 2 stacks instead of 1. We're up against 32 horned menaces. The rainbow hair, it looks like freaking ninja. Alright, now we'll use our mayonnaise attack against the sprites. Absolutely juicy. 100 of them is insane. Alright, we really need to take out as many unicorns as possible. Those guys will one-shot Proetha, even with advanced combat. Nature War, that is one of the coolest sound effects, by the way. Absolutely just a pleasure to hear. I guess shoot. Did Mullich even take down 1? I don't think he did. Okay, the most effective spell. Just playing a regular harp. Well, an interdimensional harp, I suppose. The satyrs, all the way in the back, keep casting Mirth, which keeps causing the unicorns to have maximum morale, which keeps causing me to rage quit. Let's use Bless because we need to deal as much damage as possible, and all of a sudden, the unicorns aren't even that threatening. This is going 10 times better than I expected. Okay. I guess this wasn't so bad. I probably could have done it earlier. In hindsight. That's okay. Alright, let us finish destroying the 76 duplicates of Mr. Tumnus with our lion-hearted Lysander. 19, 22 left. This is a joke at this point. I actually don't understand how I did that. Oh yeah, useless skills. And finally, I take basic combat. Now Lysander will learn Mastery of ranged attacks, which gives him a ranged first strike. Quite an interesting skill. Actually, having played a lot of 3 recently instead of, and just over the past few weeks coming back to 4, I find some of the combat differences to be really interesting. Like, ranged retaliation is really interesting. The fact that Medusa's previously got a ranged stoning attack was extremely frustrating, but I guess interesting. This fountain gives us 20% extra damage, which is extremely nice. We just got the quest item. Spell points obviously go to critical. Sapphire of Defense will again be sniffed up by our pigtailed monk. The Ruby of Offense will certainly be injected into Lysander's arm. Don't do steroids, people. Oh, they have horrible consequences. Astrologers proclaim the month of the Cerberus. Okay, we got a pair of both monks and crusaders to come join us again. Do we need spell points? We don't really need more spell points. I feel like the majority of the difficulty has already passed. Now we just need to go pick up the quest, get to our lovely forest, and talk to the dead one. Although there are 2 more quests. Still nothing to do there. Let's head to the quest guard. It kind of looks like there's an artifact over there, which I don't think is the case. 2 monks. 2 additional monks under Lysander's control. He's quite an impressive addition. They really pack some firepower. I like how their shots are like lasers. Okay, some reading. We finished the quest, delivered the staff to the forest guard. And now, there's only 1 more quest guard. We're splitting off the monks and crusaders because they do slow us down. And some of these fights should be relatively easy, such that we don't need the additional support. I'm having a look around because this is the first time that I've been to this area. So there's a bunch of beholders. We shall begin with a prayer. Something like, "Oh, Mike Tyson, please help us to punch out our foes." Pigtail's got chicken. And Mullet's got debuffed. His muscles look like wires now. Let's use a Chaos Ward because these creatures are those of Chaos. And we send Mullet forward by complete accident. Ooh. Shields up. Now this is pod racing. What shall Pruitho do? I'm worried about Doreen. She is quite a bit stronger, but probably having more defense can't hurt. There's only a few guys left, actually, and Lysander is more than equipped to take them all out. Yeah. That was fairly easy. 116 of them. And Mulich now has access to normal shooting. Proetho will certainly take advanced combat. Grandmaster Life Magic will give us level 5 spells, and he shall now be called Paladin. In his old age, he finally reached the level that he wanted. Better late than never. I kind of thought these ruins would allow us to recruit some more guys, but no, it's a fight. That's okay, they look weak. How many hit points did they have? Like 6? Not enough, anyway. That was nice. Actually, this is probably the easiest fight that I've encountered so far. Even Mulich is pulling quite a bit of weight. Well, congratulations, little buddy. You graduated from toddler to child. And we even get 4,750 gold. Just peachy. What's his name lost the freaking bow somehow. That was weird. Alright, I'm going to give Mulich the sling and Lysander the bow. This arrow shall go to Mulich because Lysander does enough damage and Mulich shooting with some actual effect will improve us quite a bit. End the turn. There's some more stuff to read. I'll scroll down. Something about fire. Alright, 2 more monks. And 1 more steely friend. We should be well equipped to finish this scenario now. We'll have the army continue to accompany us, just in case we need it. Your servitude will be well appreciated. The Wizard's Ring. This will do nothing for Lysander because he doesn't use magic at all, since his brain is too shriveled to actually understand it. We'll give the ring to Doreen for now. Just 1 Crusader. We'll wait. We'll at least send 2. 2 at a time. Scores of Evil Eyes. They didn't impress me before. You call this scores? Merely 60 of them. We don't need to spend that much mana on a prayer, because they aren't likely to kill anybody. If they can't even hurt Doreen. Aw. Mulich has a range penalty now. Well, that's no good. Lysander casts quite a bit of damage. Everybody else's attacks are really pitiful now. This is frustrating me to some extent. Oh my gosh. Elven Chainmail. That's gonna go right to Doreen. She desperately needs the defense. Alright. Let's get rid of the range penalties. I'd rather have extra attack, but if it's dealing half damage, it is not worth it. Alright, we'll give the Warsling back to Lysander. And the bow to what's his name? The aged paladin. Aged like fine bread. I don't know. Another company of trolls. What's the name of your company, trolls? We'll bind the wounds of our pigtailed friend, just in case. There's just over 100 of them, which isn't terribly threatening. We did the range thing before, we can do it again. Everyone's gonna wait until the trolls get into closer range so we don't suffer any penalties. We better focus fire on a single stack to take down as many as possible. Although, we're not gonna spill Lysander's damage over the edge. They're getting low morale already. Everybody gets low morale. They don't like us invading their mom's basement. They say, no please, we're introverts. Don't talk to us. Well, I'm sorry, but you had the misfortune of being in my way. I mean, I didn't really want to fight you. Except for the experience. Would I have let you go if you'd run? Probably not. I want Lysander to shoot that tall stack, but they're a bit out of the way. Ah, you can see them. Utter destruction. Cool. Cool, cool. Pool of power? That sounds sick. 20% damage and 20% health. That's nothing to smirk at. Alright. End the turn. And we'll keep the army following these dudes. We shouldn't need them to fight whatever's in here. A company of zombies. Isn't that just New World computing? Not anymore, I'm afraid. Or is that why they're zombies? Oh boy. Let's still begin with Bless because they need to get in range before they can do any damage. And they're really slow, so we should be able to take them out before they ever reach us. Lysander did 700 damage with one arrow. He's certainly climbing up there in power level. This was too easy. Go back to sleep. A sum of gold, which is totally unnecessary, and a golden horseshoe. Maybe we can throw it if we ever see unicorns again. Actually, I'm very grateful for the increased luck. Okay, these guys are going to get in our face, so we will cast a prayer. Ooh. Magic Fist does a little bit more damage now because of her sorcery skill. I still think Heavenly Shield is the best thing for Pigtails to cast. Bull Cut is in melee range, so that kind of takes away a bit of damage that he could potentially do. Of course, our paladin can shout holiness upon them. Pour golden glasses on their heads. Alright. Holy word. To take just one stack. Once again, I don't want to waste the mana. He's below half at the moment. I think we just got a lucky hit. That's a lot of overkill, but whatever. These guys are not terribly threatening now. Maybe it wasn't a lucky hit. Yeah, ranged attack. Got that last stack and this is over. Things are getting pretty easy now. And we get some more permanent boosts. Defense goes to Pruitho. Doreen has had enough. Offense goes to Lysander. He is overkill at the moment, but that's okay. He'll also get the speed injection, and Pruitho gets the memory boost. 2,000 experience. Those dream teachers are not bad. Alright, now there's 2 of each to recruit, and we'll still wait, maybe send 3 of each. Three there, 2 there. Is it worth it? We'll go back and get this pool of power once again. There's another one-way exit. And another skeleton. I keep almost missing these skeletons, except when I stand right next to them. One-way exit to hell. Alright, we'll recruit our hooded friends. Send them to recruit our helmeted friends. And then send them... well, wait, and perhaps on the next turn they can recruit the last one. This skeleton possessed the crest of valor. We'll give it to Pruitho just because. The last quest guard is over there, and I feel like I've done everything already. I've cleared every encounter. He says only the 2 who are 1 may pass. What does that mean? Do we need to send Lysander alone? Let's deal with the other random nonsense first. Send them on the way. Forget to visit the water trough. It looks like we might need to go through that portal, but I guess I'll try this first. Only he who tests passes all my tests. Alright, this is the only path left. Nothing over there, so... Blind Man's Leap. This one is Evil Door. I don't know where Blind Man's Leap will take us. Alright. We'll continue sending these guys on the way. They don't seem to move very far. I wonder if the water trough influences all their movement. Okay, this way is open now. Apparently when I talked to the quest guard, they summoned an avalanche that cleared the road. There's the Dead King's Passage, okay. Probably take us somewhere interesting. And here we'll fight some trolls. Some trolls! That's over 200 of them. I don't think we can do this ranged. Alright, let's buff everything up as much as possible. Precision on Mullich for now. Lysander's going to be in melee combat with them because he will definitely need to distract them from the back ranks. Okay, I think I accidentally skipped Prothos' turn, which was stupid. Okay, Lysander can take anything. Let's attack the largest stack. Okay, we'll keep shooting this stack. They look like they can reach somebody, which would be bad. Keep casting all the buffs on Lysander, as we need. We'll heal him first. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lysander died, and the only reason we didn't have to quit and restart was because of the potion of immortality he drank an hour ago, or in game time, like a month ago. Okay, he's almost dead again. So we'll heal him again. He has regeneration, so that'll keep him up. Okay. We need to cast Prayer again to get his hit points up again. Okay, what can we do now? Probably heal, although this will mitigate the regeneration in the next turn, but I don't care as long as he's not at risk of dying. Okay, these guys are starting to get low morale. Probably another buff is what we need. Perhaps a Chaos Ward or Mass Bless. Those guys are gonna be able to reach, and if Lysander got taken down, I have no confidence in Mullich. We might need to pacify them with a bit of song. This is a rather scary fight. Quite intense. Although I do beat this on my first attempt. Okay. Lysander's occupying the groups of 4. The Song of Peace has kept the largest group of trolls over there, away from our back rank. 1 stack down. Now we can start shooting them. We've got all the buffs we need. Song of Peace. No, let's shoot them. 2 stacks down. Down to 54 of these guys left. Alright, this is going quite well. Although Lysander will do more damage from afar. It's alright. Okay. Lysander did get rendered 2-dimensional one time, but the Potion of Immortality helped him pop back up into 2.5 dimensions. Okay, there's some random stuff over here. There's a Pandora's box. Please don't unleash Cataclysm. It didn't. We got an angel instead. Well, that's just brilliant. These 2 gargoyle pedestals are confusing me. Alright, we'll continue sending this group of guys down the hole. Alright, I think we can go back in the portal and take the quest guard. Okay, Lysander and the Angel. The 2 who are 1. Apparently, there's something to do with the Angel already being inside Lysander, which I read and kind of thought maybe he could just go through the thing, but no, we had to actually get an angel. Alright, we'll send the army up the stairs to continue accompanying our lovely heroes. We've almost reached the wizard. Emerald City is within our sights. These guys are so far away now that I can only imagine if they will ever reach Lysander and his friends. Let's attack. Well, first collect the chest. And then attack another gang of forest friends. Wood elves don't usually take kindly to visitors, and some of them abandon their original group to fight for us. Oh my. That angel is truly impressive. A single angel in the hands of Lysander. This should be quite easy. I want to shoot the ranged units, but it doesn't particularly matter. I really should just get this fight over with. Magic fist or something would be useful. Do as much damage as possible. 2 stacks down. Or 3? 3 stacks down. These guys don't really have any purpose in my army. I guess the elves might shoot some of them. And now everyone is dead. All their green hats is all that is left of them. A level up from Mullich. These choices kind of suck, but I guess magic resistance makes sense. It's better than diplomacy. But we'll take diplomacy anyway. Okay, whatever. Advanced combat. Although expert charm sounds interesting. Alright. And at the level 1 Order Shrine, Doreen learns basic scrying. Let's fight some ghosts. Send their hollow essences back into mist. These leprechauns are just awkwardly here. Prayer, once again, doesn't affect them because they're not life creatures. The ghosts cackle amusedly as they die. Perhaps we are helping them to finish their business. I believe they aged our angel. I don't really care. Let's cast luck on the angels. On the angel. We may need to heal him pretty soon. The holy spell will cause them all to cackle as they fade into the mist. If I'm not careful, those leprechauns are going to die. And I think I won't be careful. Song of Peace won't work because their heads aren't connected to their bodies. So music won't affect their attacks. Yeah, that's logic. The angels can't reach the tall stack of ghosts. Alright, so aged targets have half the movement as well as reduced attack and defense. Just don't let them age Proeth though, he'll probably die on the spot. Only one remains. Proeth says, now you all know how it feels. We lost a single leprechaun, which cannot be resurrected, because 45% of a leprechaun is no leprechauns. Just keep his green hat as a memento. Dozens of this nature army is nothing new to us. We'll keep doing the mundane task of sending this army in our direction. And I will fight these guys, but split off the army that joins us. Oh my, is this really all you had to throw at us? Hardly a dozen endangered white tigers, which we kill without remorse. Another order shrine. We learn Blur. Angels can resurrect targets in combat. I should have probably used that. I will be perfectly honest with you guys. I fumbled the angel the first time I did this fight. Which is why I had to reload just before the previous fight. It was quite silly. I sent him right in the face of the fire elementals, who incinerated him very quickly. I would like to use a Song of Peace, but I'm not sure it affects elementals. They are nature, so we'll use a nature ward, and I'd like to shoot them, but I can't see them. Let's check on our angelic friend. 176 hit points, 175. He should be okay. Now we'll use a Mask Bless. And a quarter of the elementals evaporate. Storm elementals have all passed. Fire elementals will soon after. We'll make it hard to see the angel. They don't attack him anyway. That's fair. Well, now they did. Make up your minds. It's alright. I'll help you. They went awfully flat. Level 3 Life Shrine, where we learn regeneration, which the paladin already knew, but the monk is not able to learn because she has only advanced life magic. There's another order shrine. It's level 2. We learn cowardice. I am truly unfortunate. Well, we have this army. Let's have them meet up with that army. I have too many armies in my hub. It's kind of an eyesore for me. I have to juggle between all of them like a clown. One more treasure chest. There's a group of dozens of vampires. Oh my, that is truly scary. Let's give it a shot. I hope you realize that in this encounter, towards the end of this encounter, I'm extremely worried that something is going to be absolutely impassable. Gargoyles are in our face. Bloodsuckers are awfully close, but we did manage to take out half of one stack. Angels with high morale. Angel with high morale. Holy Word does a couple hundred damage. But we'll use the defensive death ward. Vampires, of course, have no retaliation, as well as vampirism, which regenerates their health. The gargoyles are mostly an inconvenience at this point. Let's move Lysander away so that he can shoot instead. I'm sure that will work. Alright. Shield is truly helping Pigtails to survive. Now Lysander gets a shot in. I think the gargoyles are perhaps a touch scarier than a single vampire. Either way. Sacred Fountain. This increases the hero's moments. Good oracle that is loud. Let's get away from the waterfall before we are deafened. And it looks like we've found the grave of the dead one. In one more turn we can dig them up. I don't imagine there will be any more fighting. And I imagine this is the end of the scenario. Truly it is. Our quest is done. For those of you that have watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it.